This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to Fraganomics. Fragrance we're going to talk about today is by a company that's not very popular as far as I know, but they make some great scents. It's by a company called Making Scents, and the fragrance is called Juicy Maximus. Now, of course, we're going to do a deep dive and or first impressions into the fragrance as soon as we come back. Once again, I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome you to Fraganomics, the destination where confidence starts with a spray. Here we want you to smell unforgettable and stand out wherever you go. Here, smelling good is not just your fragrance, it's your signature. Let's talk Juicy Maximus. All right, we got Juicy Maximus pulled up on the Making Scents website. I didn't see it on Fraganomics. I think it's a pretty small company and whatnot. I don't even know if they've been in business for a long time. So I think this fragrance came out either 2024, 2023 or 2024, but we're gonna go over it. Now, this particular one, it's considered a fruity, sweet citrus, vanilla, tropical amber, white floral, fresh, animalic, and floral with a little bit of leather. Now we get into the top notes. The top notes are blackcurrant, bergamot, apple, pineapple, and Sicilian mandarin. Then we get into the mid notes, which is jasmine, sabak, rose, dry birch. It's got jasmine and patchouli. And then we get into the base note, which is oak moss, musk, vanilla absolute, ambergris. Then you have orchard and tobacco. Now, let me look on the site, see if anything they got to say about it, because I don't see anything as far as when it came out. I see right now it's sold out. Let's see. Basically, it says it's a blended interpretation of Dolce & Gabbana, pineapple, and Creed Aventus combined all together. That's what it says. Sounds like a very interesting scent. Let's go ahead and get it broke down and see if we get that type of interpretation. Okay, we're back with Making Scents, Juicy Maximus. As you can see, just a regular bottle or whatnot. Hard glass, just a lid that sits on. It's very generic or whatnot, no magnetic, nothing like that. It seems like everything's pretty much generic. Probably just a small company that puts this stuff together, but the liquid has a yellowish tint and the bottle is clear. Thick glass or whatnot, just basic. It's got the sticker here that's on the front. It's basically paper. So it's nothing special about it, just enough to let you know exactly what's in it. But we don't really care about that. Let's go ahead and get this thing sprayed and get on test strip and see what's what. Go ahead and see when we break them down. Okay, here's the atomizer. I'm putting out plenty. This right here is a soaker right here. Oh my God. We're gonna give it a minute to basically come into itself. And I can tell you right now, it's already doing this thing right here. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Now, right off top, you're gonna get your blackcurrant, your bergamot. I smell a hint of apple, but this is a pineapple, Sicilian mandarin forward fragrance to my nostrils. That's what I'm getting right off the bat. It's very rich when it comes out. It's super clean. Even though it has all the top notes, this to me just smells like a super rich pineapple fragrance. And I'm not gonna lie, when they call it juicy, they didn't lie. Now this pineapple we got, it's pretty rich, I'm gonna tell you. But what we're gonna do, let me put a little bit more on the test strip. Because it's not weak, but I wanna make sure that I'm picking up all the notes that I'm supposed to get. That bergamot, apple, pineapple, is just banging right off the top. This is really nice. Now, that's the image that you're gonna get when you actually first spray it and what you're gonna get out in the air. Now, like I said, as you get closer to your nose, you do pick up a little bit of the jasmine, but not a lot. I don't pick up any rose that it says it has it. I'm not doubting it, but I don't really pick it up. It definitely has some patchouli though to help give it a little bit of girth. Now the bass note, we got to give it a second for it to actually come into itself, because this is a pretty rich, juicy, pineapple-y, citrusy fragrance. That's where it comes off. It's very, very, very juicy. If you don't like pineapple, you can pretty much forget the other notes. This may not be the one for you, because this is definitely very pineapple-y, citrusy forward. Now, the closer I get it to this big old nose of mine, I'm picking up some of that oak moss. Yeah, it definitely has that, because it's not just pineapple, and it's definitely musky. Now it says it has in the base note to vanilla, ambergris, orchard, and tobacco. I don't pick up any tobacco. I can definitely detect a little oak moss in the back, because it's giving it like a little bit of sourness in the back. Not a lot, but a little bit of sourness. Because I've worn this particular fragrance a few times before, because when I bought it, I know they only got this bottle. They sent me a little trial bottle, and I pretty much wore that out. Because I don't know if you all guys remember whatnot, I had Cuter Alpha Son on my channel, you know, probably a few months back. This kind of reminds me of something like that, but a lot richer. It's a lot deeper. It's a lot more notes going on. And in all honesty, with the pineapple, it smells kind of natural. It doesn't really smell super synthetic, not to my nose. It smells like a real pineapple. Creed Aventus type of deal. I don't really buy into everything that has a pineapple scent, you know, leans toward Creed Aventus, even though that's what they say. I guess that I'm thinking Creed, you get that type of vibe out of it or whatnot, but that's not the first thing that I think about. But I guess it could be, you know, Creed with a lot of extra pineapple in it. I guess it could be that. Okay, let's talk time of the year for this spray. I like this. This is really good. Because I got this a while back, and I kind of shoved it to the back of the shelf. But I think somebody needs to talk about it. I don't see a lot of people, you know, talking about it anymore. Time of the year to wear this is definitely summer. It needs some sweat to really make it bounce off your skin. As soon as it hits a little perspiration and it starts to poof out in the air or whatnot, your sweat gland is gonna break that molecule down and it's gonna project. Now I can tell you this one right here, when you first put it on, probably the first half hour, it's gonna project anywhere from 3 to 8 feet, depending on the situation or whatnot. You're gonna have a CRs that is gonna be out. This particular one is not a weak scent. Takes probably 5 to 6 sprays, I would say, on it to really get it working. But for that first half hour, you're gonna have a CRs, like I said. And then after that first half hour, it kind of brings itself in to around, I would say, 3 foot. Now I can tell you, on the dry down, it does lean more toward the Creed Aventus. But it's been my experience with this one. You spray it on, it kind of poofs out for the first half hour, then it kind of comes back. But then as soon as you start to perspire, it has a nice, clean, light, soapy feel in the background, and it kind of makes it come right back alive. You'll be thinking that the scent has gone away, but it's not, because it's very rich. This is very high oil concentrate, I can tell you that, because what we're gonna do, I'm gonna spray a little bit on my hand in a minute and let you see what I'm talking about. I tell you what, let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna put some on my hand. Let you all see. You see that? That's not alcohol. This is oil. You see it run, that was 2 squirts. It is very strong. And like I said, even on skin, to me, it smells even better. But this is definitely another one that's got to go on a clean body. You can't be playing with it.
Hygiene, that's the important factor. Hygiene. The toughest thing in the world, say, you got to wash your ass.
This one, like I said, you're gonna get a good 6 to 8 hours out of this fragrance. It's not a joke. It's not gonna just go away. Like I said, with that high oil concentration, it doesn't take a lot to do its thing. And I like it because it stays pretty linear, even though it says that the top note and the base notes are a little different. To me, I can kind of pick it all up in the top note when you first spray it, and it's gonna stay linear pretty much all the way through. Best occasions is pretty much casual. You can I think you could semi-dress this up, but semi-dress to casual to hell, gym scent, this is real versatile. And for my nose and been my experience, it's very, very mass appealing. People's gonna love it, and I don't see anybody telling you that you don't smell good, especially if it's applied properly. Now the cost seems to be about, I think about $50, $50-$60 when I bought it. And looking at the website earlier, it said it was sold out, but I think they sell it for $50. Now, I don't know what's the deal with the company and whatnot, but the website is still up. I don't know if you can still get it, but I will say if you are a pineapple lover, you like something rich like Coup d'Alfachon, the $20 fragrance and whatnot, which I think is excellent for the price. This is probably a scent that you want to check out. I love it. And I'm telling you right now, even it's so rich, you could probably layer this. I haven't tried it, but I'm going to. This is a fragrance that's so rich. As you can see, the sheen is still on my hand. You can layer this, probably put some Creed Aventus on top of it and make that Creed just stand up even more. Because as we know, I love Creed myself. My bottle is about 3 years old. It's macerated. It's gotten a little bit better when I first got it. To me, it seemed kind of weak. It didn't last no more than a couple hours, and I had to kind of, spritz it up again. But now it seems to be, gotten a whole lot better as far as its longevity. This could be one of those scents where you're listening to me now, but you might be thanking me later. Let's wrap it up, and I'll see you guys at the next one.